Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Smitty here. I just had an idea that I was just thinking about in terms of a player rating system when it comes to the backbreaker football. It wouldn't be bad to model because after the to model it after all pro football. Because the one thing from reading the most recent articles and listening to the most recent interviews, which I'll have a video discussing that as well, and I'm gonna post a link for the interview. Um, there is they haven't spoken in terms of how the players are rated as of yet. So, what I think, especially when it comes to creating a team and playing against other players, just so that it's not lopsided, it would be better to have an ability based system instead of actual numbered attributes. But on top of that, I also think that it would be great to have it so then you can have, like, let's say they give a certain point value. You only have so many points to create your team with, and you have enough points to fulfill the general requirement. Like for example, let's just say if it was set up like this in 2K, where you'll have like 10,000 created points, and you have enough points to get 2 gold, 3 silver, and 6 bronze. Okay, but you can use those points and switch it up, and you can get all gold players, but you won't be able to create up to 11 players because gold tier players will cost you so many points. So you may be only be able to create, you may be able to create just 6 players that are all gold tier, and then you won't have anyone else. And if you were to lose a player to injury, then then it's like, okay, then you're gonna have to heavily rely on a generic player while you play up against an opponent who has a more balanced team. Like, let's say they have, like, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 bronze, and they have a few silver, or they get a few gold players or whatever because of the point distribution. Because a gold player, you'll be able to have so many abilities you can select for that player. Same thing with silver and bronze. So I think that it would be great to have that kind of system, so then that way, if you're playing a game and a player goes down due to an injury in the game, then it's like you have to heavily rely on, it's like a cost benefit. At the expense of not being able to create 11 players, you have these, 5, 6 over the top, overachieving players on your team. Or I shouldn't say overachieving in terms of stats, but they'll have these great abilities. Like, they may have a speed burst, they may be great at reading the run or reading the pass, things of that nature. So they'll have those real abilities instead of just juicing up a player to all 9 and they're just insanely crazy, when they could just tear the field up. But from what I've read in terms of Backbreaker, there aren't injuries in the game. Like, I don't know if they're going to have injuries or not. Like, they haven't worded it for certain that there aren't injuries, that injuries will not be in the game. But honestly, they need to have injuries in the game because, like, that's taking away from a full element of football right there. I mean, football is about strategy, and when players get hurt, it's like you have to strategize. Who am I going to use? Who am I going to play? Who can I replace? Who would be the best guy to replace due to this guy going down to injury? So I just, that's just something that I hope that the Backbreaker team will do something like that, because it'll be very cheap to see people come out and just create a team, juice them up to the max, and then go online, and then everybody else will do the same thing, and then it'll just come down to, I don't know, probably having a 6'10" wide receiver going up against a 6'3" defensive back. You know what I mean? And those kind of matchups. But I seriously hope that they have some kind of rating system, so therefore it's like you would actually have to take your team through the pro mode that they have and actually build your team up, in comparison to just being able to create a team separately for for online play, and you can just juice them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, every team has to make it so that every team has to be fairly based. You know what I'm saying? So then, regardless of you play the computer or you play online, there's going to be some kind of counter activity. You know what I mean? For having so many gold players and no bronze or silver, how's that going to help when I go up against a team that has maybe one gold player, two silver, and the rest bronze, with all different kind of abilities? So then that way, the abilities will counteract, and it'll make for a more balanced game. Star players are going to make plays at times just like they would, but you still would have to contend with the fact that you're going up against a more balanced attack with more privileged players instead of generic players. So that's why I just had to give that. I just want to put that out there. Like, I don't know if that's something that they're doing, but it would be greatly appreciated if they were to do that, because that would make this game the game stand out, and to a great degree. So that's all I had to say regarding this. Like I said, I'm gonna post a link regarding the interview. It was on GamesRadar.com, I'm pretty sure, or GameSpot. Saw it on Operation Sports Forums, but I'll put the link in there. Check that out. As well as IGN has some gameplay footage as well. Check that out as well. So you can get a look at it. And also from what they're saying, it's from an older build. So I'm not, I can't really fully judge it. It looks good, but there are some things that they need to tweak here and there. But I'm not going to get all into that now. Just check out the video, see for yourself. I'll post the links on the side, and I shall holla at you guys soon. Alright, take it easy. Peace out.